Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening. You have tuned into Authors Up, a forum for authors by authors, and we're here every Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Hello, Kate. How are you doing tonight? We have a new listener joining us. Thank you for being here this evening. And I got two great people with me tonight. I'm not here all by myself. I know you all think I was all alone, but no, I'm not. I got two wonderful people with me this evening. One is named Ruth Griffin, and the other is Queen Victoria. Hey, ladies, how you doing tonight?
Doing
good.
Happy to be here. Good to see you guys again.
Again. Well, I think we're going to get right into it this evening, and we're going to start with our week in review. We always like to start with our week in review and talk about what's been going on. And I think I'm first on the wheel tonight. Yeah. It's been a busy week. It's been a good week. We did some traveling. We did some traveling as Authors Up, and you see we're grinning about it. So we we got something up our sleeve with that we're going to be able to share with you tonight, and I'm really, really glad about it. Other than that, I think that kind of took up most of my time. I had the opportunity to talk with my publisher, the great and wonderful Wizard.
I like that. I like the wizard.
And we went over some things and just talking about trying to get this next book out and some things and plans that we have for Authors Up and things coming up. And I was glad to have the time to do that. It was as the kids would say, it was a chill week. It was a kind of week, Had a lot of things on my plate, but continuing to learn that everything doesn't have to be done right now.
Okay.
And just kind of putting things in some semblance of balance and order. And that felt pretty good. To do. So we had, and things are really, we had to make some changes this evening, some last minute changes. And Victoria was reminding us of a time when we would have to make a last minute change, and it was a nail biter.
Yes.
What are we going to do? How are we going to handle it? What are we going to do now? But it's so trusting in God, and he always comes through for us. And we were talking about an upcoming show and what we could do and what we could talk about. And upcoming became now. So we think
correct.
But it was a good weekend. We are going to get to share a lot of what happened last weekend not last weekend, but in the latter part of the week. We're going to get to share some of that with you tonight. So we're happy about that. So I'm going to turn it over. Ruth, I know what you were doing last weekend at some point, but you can share it with the people anyway.
So I too was traveling, and this time it did not involve a granddaughter. So that's this upcoming week. So I'm really looking forward to that. But like you, we got some miles in, got to see some really cool sights, and we're being cryptic about it because that's going to be our conversation, which is really cool, by the way. Um, and you know what? Honestly, so I've been making changes to how I work. I don't know if I've shared. This past year, was it this past year? Was it last year? I don't know. Anyway, I received additional diagnoses, one being ADHD, and I am the type of person I can't sit still.
Okay.
So it is very difficult for me, even, to sit here for 45 minutes and not my mind be somewhere else. So I'm working on that. But just being able to get away and being able to sit down and work and reinforce some of the new things that I'm trying out it was a great week for that. Like you were saying, Andrea, about, you know, talking to your publisher and working stuff out and, all of that. Every day is a learning process. It doesn't matter how old I get. And I realize I'm the baby of the group here. Every day is an opportunity to learn and do something new. So, yeah, it was a good week.
Yep. Awesome. Awesome.
Good.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Victoria,
And
I know you had some challenges this week, and we are so, so, so happy to see you and have you online with us tonight because I know
I'm
travel is in
grateful.
your future as well. Not fun travel necessarily, but travel was in your future.
I know. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to travel. I'm trying to get my braids down because I feel like they're sticking out. But I was not able to travel with you guys because I had to travel in a different direction. I am in Indianapolis, Indiana. I got here on the 9th and I'll be here till November 3rd. My mom is in the hospital and she
mhm.
has not been doing very well. And even in the midst of that, my siblings, we all came, and so for like one day, we were all here together, and
Oh,
we were
that's
able to take a nice picture with mom. And mom turned 92 this past
Wow.
Friday.
Wow.
wow.
And I'm grateful, even with whatever going on. Grateful that she's still in her right mind. She still knows how to call me at 4 o'clock in the morning if something's not going well. She's able to make decisions. She's something else. And we asked her. So one of my friends asked me to ask her, what is the secret for living 92 years? And she said, putting God first.
Mm,
And what did she say? Putting God first and just depending on Him for everything. And that's the secret. Put God first in all things, and the rest will just fall into place. So we were like, yes. So it's been bittersweet. I'm gonna put it like that, bittersweet.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
We go
my
ahead.
I said my biggest thing is I just pray that her pain eases some because it's hard. It's hard watching. It's hard watching anything happen that you cannot control.
mhm.
So that part has been another learning lesson for me to truly put it all in God's hands because He is in control. So that's the theme of my life, and that's what I'm going to stick with. God, you got this. No matter what is going to happen with any of us, God is in control. So
Yes. Yes.
that's where I am.
Well, I tell you what, it looks like it's been a good week for everybody, and that always makes me feel good. Um, uh, I We had an opportunity, and let me go ahead if you all don't mind, and just
Oh,
kind
come
of
on, let's go.
jump in here.
Yes.
But we had an opportunity to interview an author. I think it was either last year or year before, and she writes what's called island mysteries. And her first book was All Is Not Lost. And in that interview, she told us that she was doing a second book, and it has something to do with heartache. What is it? a different kind of
It's a kind of heartache.
a
Yes.
different kind of heartache. And we had told her, when you write that second book, let us know. We're gonna follow your journey, and we're going to be, right along with you with what is happening. And come on back, and we'll talk about it again. Well, as the discussion went on, and as we continued to speak with her about her book, which actually are wonderful mystery novels. They really,
Hmm.
really are. We thoroughly enjoyed them. And she began to tell us that she did tours of
Hmm.
the island that the books were based on an island called Daufuskie Island in South Carolina, very near Hilton Head.
Yes.
And we, of course, have authors will travel. We warn you of that now. Don't ever say anything to the to the to the host of Authors Up. Don't ever say, "Come on and enjoy this," and because we're coming. It's just very simply put, we are coming. So we had set up a time and a space that we were going to visit with her, Laura Elizabeth, and she's a delightful lady. And we were going to visit with her and take a tour and find out more about this mystical, magical, wonderful place that she was writing about and
Yes.
writing these mysteries about. So that's what we did. Victoria wasn't able to join us on this trip, but we had a wonderful time. Laura was an absolutely amazing host for us for the 3 4 days that we were there, and we had a good time. And actually, we have some videos, we have pictures, we have some wonderful things to share with you. We won't be able to share them all this evening. So this will kind of be a part one and a part two, actually. And we're just going to tell you some of the things that happened and some of the things that went on. Now,
Okay. Well, I do have the video that I uploaded to, yeah, so we can show that. But also, whoever's listening, we have a blog that we've written about, and we've got pictures that will be posted tomorrow. So go ahead to our website,
Yes.
authorsupshow.com, and subscribe to the blog. So you'll get notification to go straight to your email. You can also follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, and get, watch our progress there. So I'm getting it out early now, but I will remind you later. So, but yes, so
Good.
whenever you're ready, I can show the video, but we can, do an introduction and all of that.
okay, before we really get into the tour and the travel and all of that, let me share something with you that is of vital importance, just vital importance. If you are traveling, and especially if you are traveling with the members of Authors Up. Now, first of all of us have our different things. We find it in the books that we read and the topics that appeal to us. There's sometimes we like mystery. Sometimes I think Victoria up there is more of our romantic novel person, and Ruth likes science fiction and all of that. Well, I away from the writing part of it, I like crime stuff.
And I do too. I like
I'm
who
I
done
know.
it.
hesitant to admit it, but
I like who done it. Who done? I really do.
I like the crime stuff, forensic files and all that stuff
Hmm.
on TV. I love that stuff. And so Ruth, and we're all very, very different.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Ruth is an early riser. I'm an early riser.
Oh
Victoria
God.
has to be. She has to be. She has to be a
I has to be
coerced
for work, but I
somehow.
don't like it.
She'll get up. She'll get up if she has to, but it's not going to be at the top of her list of things to do. Well, well, I come out of the room one morning. We had a wonderful accommodations while we were on Hilton Head, but I get up. Ruth is nowhere to be found.
Oh Lord.
And I thought, what in the world has happened to Ruth? But I know Ruth likes to walk. She likes to walk. And Ruth can just go off by herself. I mean, she doesn't, worry about it or anything. She can go off by herself, but that is not the rule of travel. If you go off by yourself.
Not when we have to answer to a husband, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So when she got back, I gave her a long lecture about if something had happened to you out there, the first thing they're going to ask is, what did she have on? And what am I going to say? I don't know. What time did she leave? I don't know. I'm not going to have any answers to any of these vital questions. So you got to leave me a note. Well, what is funny is that every day the notes got more and more detailed.
Oh, really?
And I wish I had it. And next time we come on and talk about this trip, I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to find it and show it to you.
Oh my gosh.
The last day I got up, and not only did I have a note saying, I've gone for a walk, I had a diagram.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Person. And she had notes across the top. I left at 9:44. And arrows saying I was wearing black shoes and I had on a pink top. And I very stoically said, now you're getting the hang of it.
Yes.
That is hilarious.
Now you know what you're supposed to do when you travel. So those of you who are listening in and those of you who have been a part of Authors Up and will be seeing this at some point in time, if you travel with this group, be sure that you are leaving details and not running off alone. You'll be banned from the travel club.
Y'all are funny.
So that was kind of the beginning of our trip and getting all those things established. But it was a wonderful, wonderful time. Wonderful time.
Yes. Yes.
Ruth, you want to jump in?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you talk about just even before we got to Daufuskie Island, Hilton Head is just, it has so many pockets of beautiful spaces. Let me put it that way. And we were talking to a friend of yours, actually, Andrea, who was saying that the way they built up the island, everything's off the road. So it's like you're not seeing business after business. You're not seeing strip malls. You're seeing trees. You're seeing palm trees. You're seeing green spaces. So, and then, you get to the beach. We didn't get to the beach because actually it was raining most of the time. And to be honest, it wasn't that bad. And it was a nice break from the summer weather. I was enjoying the cool air and like I said, it wasn't raining that hard. That came mostly overnight, but just even going out in the morning, jogging through the the wet foliage and all of that, and just seeing and it wasn't just there's a store here, a gas station there, or just green space. There were historic Gullah neighborhoods that you just come up while you're jogging, while you're walking, while you're driving. So it is it's a very lovely space to visit. It had it went from upper end neighborhoods down to neighborhoods that have been there for forever. And it was just, if you love history, it's a great place to go. If you love the beach, it's a great place to go. If you want to just wind down, great place to go. So I honestly, even like I said, even before we got to Daufuskie Island, I absolutely loved the area. It was a nice break from
reality, right?
Yes.
Did y'all go to the beach? Did y'all make it to the beach?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
Yeah, no,
Not
it was
this time. Oh, and I know we all love the beach.
Yes. So it was Honestly, and it's funny because I went on vacation a few weeks ago, and it was nice to get away, but we're walking 20, 30,000 steps a day. So this time it was actually nice to be able to say, oh, we're taking a break. And we went back to the room and chilled on the couch, or you ate dinner at 5 o'clock and you were in bed by 7 just scrolling on your phone or
Oh wow.
whatever. So it was actually a very nice break. So we didn't make it to the beach again, but just being out there, to me, I love palm trees, and just being around them was just peaceful. So
Yeah, yeah. It was a relaxing time, but it was a time that there was so much to see. There's so much
mhm,
history there, which surprised me. I mean, I had been to Hilton Head before. I had never actually heard of Daufuskie Island, but it seemed like around every corner there was a story.
mhm,
There was a story either about something that happened a long time ago when the island was first being developed, or it was something about someone who is still there. Because don't they have someone there who's 100? One of the
mhm,
residents that's still there that's 100,
mhm,
and I mean, just amazing kinds of stories.
mhm.
Hey, Angie O is on with us tonight. Hey, Angie, and I see Linda's in the house. Thank you guys for joining us as well. One of the things that I enjoy, well, there are a lot of things that I enjoy, but what is his name? The author of Prince
Pat
of Tides.
Conroy. Pat
Yes,
Conroy.
Pat
Yes.
Conroy, who went to Daufuskie and taught school there.
Oh
Mhm,
He
wow.
taught the children there, and they have all these pictures, on the wall of the little one-room schoolhouse
Wow.
with him running with the children and all of that. And Prince of Tides is one of my favorite movies, so I
Mine
was
too. It was done
really,
on that island.
yeah, yeah, Pat Conroy, yeah. And I had, that was just a treat to hear
I love Prince
stories
of
about
Tides.
him and to see the pictures on the wall. It was a treat. It was a treat,
mhm,
and
Oh
and
wow.
just you knew that something rich had happened there,
Wow.
even though you didn't
Wow.
know what it was. When
Mm.
mhm.
we were driving, and what did she say? Her children called one of the streets Swiss cheese alley or Swiss cheese lane or something because there's so many potholes.
Oh my goodness.
Because there's not a lot of paved streets on Trafusky Island.
Wow.
No, no, yeah. So we had to take like a 30-minute ferry ride to the
Right.
island. I think it had like three or four different where you would disembark. One was public. I think two, maybe three of them were private. So we were able to come in on a private ferry, and it was just, you get off. There's a welcome center, and it immediately starts right there. There's the tabby architecture dating back to 1700s. And you see it everywhere. Even on Hilton Head, where they created this just enduring concrete mixed with seashells and sand and other stuff. The buildings are still there. You know, um, and then we set off, and it was a bumpy ride.
Oh wow.
Some areas more than others. I was holding out, we were in a golf cart, and between that and it was still raining a little bit, I was hanging on to the back,
Oh my goodness.
trying not to fall out.
Literally.
But it was just, I mean, it was such a, you know, and again, it is, I think I might be romanticizing it, but it's just, the fact that this is an island. It is, they have maybe
$300.
is it 300? About under 1,000 residents,
Yeah.
and it's just, several neighborhoods. So it's not, it's a community. And she told the story. I love this, where this developer came in, and again, you have people who have been on this island, like the Gullah people. This was a Gullah community, and
Okay.
Gullah is, descendants from uh, African descendants who were enslaved, came to this island, but they retained a lot of their traditions and some of their, I will say, language.
Okay.
But we'll get to that in a minute. But there was a gentleman whose family had been there like 5, 6 generations, and he, for them, you go fishing for dinner. It's not because you needed something to do, something to pass time. And she told the story about how a developer came in and he was trying to gentrify the
Oh,
neighborhood, and all of a sudden they're like, no, there's no fishing off of a public pier. And this gentleman, again, his family has been fishing off of the pier for what, 5 generations, and the whole community rallied around him to remind the 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 developer that, hey, he's been here before you were, and he will still be here when you're gone.
mm,
And the end result was that this Gullah gentleman had to get a fishing license for the first time in his life, but he was, because the community rallied around him, he was going to continue fishing off of that public pier because
wow,
that's what they always did. So,
wow.
um, just hearing a story like that and just riding around the island, which is 5 miles wide and 2.5 miles um, deep. I
Wow.
mean, we were literally riding in and out and just seeing everything. It was just, I enjoyed it. I loved it.
Do you think it would be a place that you would go to vacation? Because the author, Laura Elizabeth, she found the islands just as like a fluke, but they decided to just go someplace different for vacation, and she fell in love with it and kept going back. So is it that kind of place? Did you guys get that feel? That's what I'm asking.
Andrea?
It wouldn't be for me.
No.
I,
I knew she was gonna say
it
that.
would not be for me. And now I would go, and I would visit, and I would spend a day in Hilton Head and take the ferry over, But we talked about the fact that we forget how people live
Used to,
and
yeah,
what
yeah.
their culture is and the things that they are used to and used to doing. Like they get groceries, what is it, once a week or something? The groceries
So
are
there's no grocery store.
There's no, and that's the thing. There's 2 stores. They're convenience
Oh,
stores.
Father.
Um, and you do Instacart. They just got Instacart, but
Oh,
it's not
wow.
instant. So literally, they have to put it on the ferry, and the ferry goes like every on the 30s and on the 40s back. So, you know, that's several hours right there, and then it has to go on the ferry, and they drive it out, and we don't know what the process is from there. Maybe you have to go pick it up, but it's not,
the ferry
hey, I'm
brings
gonna
it.
run to the store and get something. There's no running to the store, anything on that island. So, and look, there's one school, K through, what was it, 5?
Mhm.
It's 2 rooms. I think they had like 30 kids. Once you graduate from 5th grade, then you go on the ferry to the mainland to go to school there. So,
That's like Little House on the Prairie now.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the other things too, when Ruth was talking about dinner, one of the things that Laura shared with us was that that's still, an area that they eat what's there. So there's,
What
they
what you
eat
talking about, Andrea?
raccoon and squirrel
What?
oh
and
yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah,
What?
Yeah.
she was saying that Daufuskie, and because of the Gullah influence,
Community. Yeah.
every place, the houses and the way they're made and their culture, it's for gathering, it's for
Yes.
people to come together as community and eat. And but they're eating whatever's there. So when she got to the squirrel and the raccoon and other
No.
small animals, I thought, nah, this would
Mm.
this would not be. It would be a good place for me to visit and chill, but only a day. I'd have to be
Yeah.
on that ferry back to Hilton Head by the end of the afternoon.
Not even if the tourist house, don't they have houses or like a
Oh yeah,
hotel or something where people
Yeah.
can go stay?
people live
Yeah.
there. As a matter of fact, Laura and her family are building there.
Okay, I
Yeah.
know live there, but I'm saying, do they have a hotel or something? So they oh, okay, all right.
But they have this place that was, you could tell that in its day, it would have been a place where the wealthy would go.
Yes.
Okay,
It
I
was a resort. Yeah.
resort.
okay.
It was a
Yes.
resort. Of course, nobody has lived there for years, and she has some
Oh,
good ghost stories to tell about it. But it reminds you of the Gatsby era. I mean, you could just imagine, people in their finery going for,
okay. Maybe like a big porch kind of thing. That's how my mind sees a big porch, and
Mm,
and think, oh
they got
no,
porches, yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
we got
style.
building. Yeah, we got building.
Low country style.
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
okay, cool.
Yeah, no, and she told, she took us on the ground, so we didn't actually get to go into the resort itself, but it was on 400 acres, a lot of golfing on the island, so part of
Okay,
it was golf. Um, and she said that she had, at one point in the past, taken her own tour of the grounds, and it was like it was just suddenly abandoned.
oh
It
wow,
was like, books were left out, sheets, clothes, all of it was left out. So literally this resort is just sitting there abandoned.
oh wow.
And I don't remember what she said, what the status was, if they're able to sell the land or whatnot, but that was, like Andrea said, it was just in its heyday. That's where you would go to the island. Now they do have, I think you would maybe more classify it like Airbnbs that you would
Yeah.
stay at,
Okay.
because
Okay.
that's what she was staying at,
Okay.
Mhm.
until her house is built, and then that was it. I want to say that she said there was maybe one or two restaurants on the island or somewhere to eat out.
There were two. I think
Yes,
there were.
so
Mhm.
yeah, so it's a very, and I'm with Andrea. If I was in Hilton Head, I might go, hey, let's go over there. But
And spend a day. Yeah, but we're not
yeah,
staying here.
we got stand no.
I I
It would
I
be a big
got it.
adjustment. It
I
I
would be
got
a
it.
wouldn't,
big
I wouldn't be
adjustment.
there overnight.
I need electricity.
I,
Well,
I'm
you know
trying to
what?
build a car.
not a lot
And
of,
it,
not a lot
and
of
that's
light. Not a lot of light.
no, and
Oh,
it would get dark, dark, dark at night.
oh
So,
no.
like I said, it's a beautiful place to visit, and like some of the places that she took us to, um, it was just all historical, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But it was just,
No, I don't think
you
it's
come in,
Bojangles. You see, Lynn said, so no Bojangles, right?
no,
No, no, no
uh,
Bojangles.
Silly. She's talking about
uh,
no Bojangles. No Bojangles. But I will tell, and it is just the feel of it,
mhm,
you know.
mhm,
And I mean, you can just feel it when she was talking about the inn, and the resort. When she and her daughter went in, one day to kind of see what the inside used to be, but she said it was as if people just got up and left,
yeah,
Oh
because
wow.
the things were left there, like Ruth was saying, the shoes were left there and books were left there and things were just open, like, people just kind of disappeared. And
yeah,
I thought, but the signs reminded you of, I don't know what kind of, it reminded you of a horror movie or mystery movie, because they
mhm,
were wooden signs with
Okay.
arrow, the nail, like this way.
Oh wow.
But
Wow.
one of the this ways was to a public restroom that nobody had ever seen or been to. So we kept asking Laura, have you ever gone down there to search out the public restroom? And she said, I rode a ways down the road once and then made a U-turn and came back. So, so there are all kinds of little things like that along the way and along the road,
Oh
but there
wow.
was a Melrose, I think it was called, a popular restaurant there, and it
Yeah.
was just, but to know this is the way you live. You know, when she was talking about
Yeah.
building her home and everything, and I thought, no, I I could not. But I'll go down and visit Laura in a heartbeat.
Okay. And when she gets her house done, right?
But I could not do it. And you could tell where storms had come through,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
because the picture that's on the front of her first book was just this canopy of trees, and we went along that path. But there
Okay.
was an area where all of those trees were like at a 45-degree angle, where you could tell that a storm had just, come through and uprooted them. So
Hmm.
it was I got more than I expected.
Hmm.
Oh.
I'll put it that way. Yeah, I got more than I
Yeah,
expected.
well, tell me about the people. Did y'all meet anybody besides
Where
Laura?
we met somebody.
Okay, okay.
And that's the community feel of it.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
know they know pretty much who belongs there. They know who's touring.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
They know that. But I thought, I was telling Ruth, I said, the museum is a one room museum.
Yeah.
A lot of history in that one room.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
I can't imagine getting up in the morning and going to work at the one room museum and sitting there thinking, gee, I wonder if anybody will come in today. Because you don't know. There may be a tour, there may not be a tour. He may sit there all day long, and the only people he sees are people from the island and might stop in to say hello.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is their
Wow.
way of life, and they love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Love
it's right. What we went there to, so it was like right there next to the library, which was another
Okay.
one room.
one
It
room.
had like a couple shelves, a taxidermy crocodile,
Okay, I'm
taxidermy.
ready to see the video. Come on, let's show the video. Come on, y'all.
All right, all right. Look, look, look. All right, I'm gonna add, we go show it right. Oh,
Look at the crocodile.
yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So to take out a library book, you just fill out a slip, and then you drop it in the little box in the corner, and then you return the book when you're done. Yeah.
Oh.
There you go. And they had like
Yeah,
trending
there's a
books.
box, the return
Yeah,
box.
yes, yes. And like across the way, they had another museum that is the midwife's carriage. They had a midwife who worked
Oh.
on the island for like almost nine. She was there for like 96 or something. Her husband was the undertaker.
Oh, there's a sign for the restroom. Okay.
Yes,
There's a church.
There's a
yes.
Oh
That
my
church is
goodness.
open 24/7, though it only has service once a week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And the
And
pastor and his wife live right across the street.
Oh, how
yes.
nice.
Share the
Yeah.
property.
So
What
that
is
is the
Conroe?
school. Yeah, that's the schoolhouse where Pat Conroy taught. They turned it into a coffee house, and they have
Oh,
like an artisan shop down at the other side of it. Because another thing that they do on the island is indigo dyeing. So they have like a certain color, um, the color blue that is they're I won't say popular, but they're able to dye things and produce them on the island and then take them to the mainland. So it was very cool.
oh, that looks so nice. I'm so sorry I missed it. But
Yeah,
I'm so glad you guys had a good time. It looks
Hmm.
amazing.
Oh yeah.
it really was. And I really can't wait to for us to share even more, which we
Oh yeah.
will probably be doing, I think, the first Sunday in November.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
first Sunday in November. So those of you who have friends or people that you know that like historical kinds of things and adventures and mysteries, I hope you will invite them to come back and join us on that Sunday evening, because we're going to talk a little bit more about Daufuskie Island
All
and
right.
Hilton Head and some of the things we got to do and see. And I'm going to show you Ruth's amazing artwork that I'm holding on to for our next trip for the authorities. They need to know.
Okay, where we going next? We
We
got to go
go-
someplace. We got to plan another trip. That was like a year in planning, so
Yeah.
we got to plan something else.
Yeah, yeah. And well, I'm going to hold it. I'm not going to say anything about it. That's all we have for tonight. I will say
Yes.
that. And I thank you all so much for joining us. I thank you, Kay, our new visitor online with us, and I thank all of you who came this evening, see what we had going on here at Authors Up, and visit us at our new website,
Yes, yes.
authorsupshow.com.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yay! Y'all
We
check it out. Ruth did a
know.
phenomenal job. It is beautiful, if we do say so ourselves.
Thank
we
you.
we got blogs and all kinds of things. So keep up with us on the new website that's there.
Absolutely. Yes. You can subscribe. I know I said it before, but I'll say it again. You can subscribe to our blog. Get our. We're not gonna spam you or anything, so we'll just send you a newsletter every couple weeks. And you'll get news from when we have books added to our bookshop.
Yeah.
So you can order any of the books of the authors that we've interviewed. You can order through our bookshop and support local independent bookstores
Yes.
on that. Yes.
Yeah,
So
love it.
and
Love it. Love it. Love it. I
and
feel like
while
we
I'm
just
here,
jumped into the 20, what is it? What
yes,
21st century?
20, yeah. And while I'm here, I will say, please follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and we're working to get on Twitter. Not Twitter, no, not Twitter, TikTok.
TikTok.
So, but for right now, just follow us on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. So,
Thank
yeah.
you guys too. Y'all have made me smile.
Okay.
So it's been a beautiful beginning of the week. I look
Yeah.
forward to hearing the rest of the stories of your trip.
Mhm.
It is an adventure. It is.
Yes, it is.
But thank you all for joining us tonight. It's always good. We say it all the time that this has become our favorite place to be on Sunday evenings at 7 p.m. We
Uh-huh.
hope you will make it yours as well. Come on back next week. We've got a great author, and she's got some great news for us. And bring your pencil and your paper, because I'm telling you, it's going to be an informational session that you are not going to want to miss. So if you are not a writer, but you know a writer, if you have dreams of becoming a writer and you want to
Mhm.
have some
Mm-hmm.
good information about it, next Sunday is really going to be your Sunday. So be sure to come back and see what we're up to, because we're always up to something. You never know. You
I
never
was going to say, you better say that because you never know.
know.
Ah,
You know, never know what's going to happen
we don't know.
when you tune in to Authors Up. So be sure to come back. Join us right here next week. And we'll see you then. Have an absolutely amazing week. And we'll see you next week at
Good
7
night, everybody.
right here for Authors Up. Good night, everybody.
Night,
Good
Bronze Girls.
night.
Good night.